Welcome everyone. Today we'll explore the world of controlled unclassified information, focusing on the information and systems integrity requirements of NIST 800-171 and CMMC Level 2 compliance. And hopefully we'll relate that in a way that's practical for your role as a CUI system user. We'll catch up with Sam, a CUI system user, and Malone, her manager, as they tackle these requirements in their daily work. Let's meet Sam and Malone. Sam is a diligent employee who deals with CUI every day. Malone is her manager, responsible for oversight and compliance. Their story will help us understand not just what these requirements are, but how to put them into actions as CUI users and managers. System and information integrity is about keeping your systems and the CUI you handle safe from harm. The system and information integrity domain protects the trustworthiness and reliability of information systems, and it ensures that CUI is not compromised by attacks, errors, or malicious code. This includes protecting against viruses, fixing vulnerabilities, and paying attention to system alerts. The impact of system and information integrity domain failures in the NIST 800-171 family includes potential vulnerabilities resulting from software and firmware flaws. Malicious code can create unauthorized functions or processes within systems, thereby affecting the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. SI Requirement 3.14.1 is about addressing system flaws. This means the timely identification, then reporting and correction of those system flaws. To do this, we need to set time frames for each step. Let's look at Sam and Malone's story. One day, Sam notices her reporting tool is acting strangely after a software update. She tells Malone, who checks the policy and sees that flaws must be reported within 24 hours and fixed within a week. What's important here is recognizing system flaws and reporting process and timelines. This needs to be timely to be effective. If you see something odd, report it. Don't wait. Malone relies on everyone, like Sam, to spot issues early so they can be fixed before any real harm occurs. Control 3.14.1 requires us to include a robust policy for defining deadlines and identifying, reporting, and correcting, and then following up on open flaws. Sam and Malone's dialogue goes like this. Sam asks, "Is 24 hours fast enough?" Malone says, "Yes, but sooner is better. Always report issues ASAP." Questions might include, who do you contact if you spot a problem? Where is the flaw management policy documented? Oftentimes it will be in the System and Information Integrity Policy. And keep in mind that policies specify timelines. Know those timelines. Your job may mean acting as the eyes and the ears of the system. SI Control 3.14.2 is about protection from malicious code. We need to first identify where antivirus and anti-malware protection is needed, and then ensure that those tools for antivirus and anti-malware are in place and enabled. For example, Sam downloads a PDF from a supplier. Her computer antivirus tool scans downloads automatically. Sam confirms with Malone, "Is my computer protected?" And Malone replies, "Yes, but don't turn off those protections." As CUI system users, we need to understand why antivirus and anti-malware protections matter so much and why we don't disable those protective tools. Also need to recognize the protected and unprotected locations, devices, or networks. Malicious code hides in files, emails, and websites. Keep protective software on, and if you're unsure if a location is protected, ask. SI Control 3.14.3 requires us to monitor system security alerts. This is a task that may fall to your security manager or IT admin, but it's really up to all of us to be aware and communicate as we see these alerts. These security alerts often come from your software vendors. It's important to take swift action when advised, and these actions may include software updates and workarounds. Checking in with Sam, she sees a critical update available message. She checks with Malone. Malone's team reviews advisories daily and schedules any urgent updates. And he periodically reviews the alert emails and online subscription service alerts to determine which ones apply, and then he creates a list of the applicable alerts and researches what steps are needed. It's important to know what to do when alerts appear and who communicates advisories to users and system admins, and of course, the importance of acting promptly. Remember, not every update is optional. Some are urgent. If you get a security alert, notify IT or management and follow their directions. Control 3.14.4 requires us to keep protection mechanisms updated. Essentially, anti-malware tools must be updated when new versions or definitions are released. For instance, Sam's antivirus software prompts her to restart her for updates. Like most of us, she feels it's a hassle, but she remembers Malone's training. Updates keep you safe from new threats. It's important to understand why regular updates are so crucial and the risk of outdated protection. Remember to comply with malicious code protection updates as soon as you can. We note that threats change all the time. These updates include fixes for the latest risk. Don't delay or ignore update requests, even if they seem inconvenient. SI Control 3.14.5 requires us to perform malicious code scans. This includes defining the scan frequency for systems like daily, weekly, etc. And all downloads or external files are scanned in real time. This is a requirement. Sam and Malone's story, Sam receives a USB drive from a vendor. The system scans it automatically. Malone explains that weekly full scans are set at Friday lunch. No need for Sam or any of the other CUI system users to remember that and to do that manually. It's important here to understand the difference between automatic and manual scans, and very important not to skip scheduled scans. It's very dangerous to not scan files as these contain or could contain malicious code. Scans run in the background, but don't dismiss or skip them. And tell IT if you notice scan failures, and always avoid plugging in unknown USB drives. SI Control 3.14.6 requires us to monitor for attacks. This includes systems monitoring on the ingoing and the outgoing network traffic, and if we detect suspicious activity or indicators of compromise, that we act accordingly. In Sam and Malone's story, Malone sees an alert. He suspects unusual upload from Sam's device. Well, it turns out Sam did try to use a cloud sync tool for backups, something not allowed for CUI. It's important to understand that what is monitored and why. Sam understands this now, and she won't do that again. Unauthorized upload, download, strange connections are examples of these. And don't hide mistakes, report them. Network and system monitoring help spot problems before they get worse. Users should understand, not fear, this monitoring because it helps prevent or protect everyone's data. Control 3.14.7 is about identifying unauthorized use. Define what is considered authorized behavior. Identify when use doesn't fit those norms. For Sam and Malone, Malone's system flags logins to Sam's account at midnight from a new device. Malone calls Sam to confirm it was not her. Account access is locked until the risk is cleared. It's important to understand what is authorized for your particular role. Reporting something strange, even if it might be a mistake, is required. Dangers of sharing accounts needs to be fully understood by all CUI system users. Protect your credentials. If you notice anything odd with your account or devices, report it immediately. Better safe than sorry. Let's recap the System and Information Integrity domain of NIST 800-171. This focuses on ensuring that systems and the information they handle remain both accurate, secure, and protected from unauthorized changes or malicious activity. Always report issues, alerts, and anything unusual. Don't disable or delay security tools, protocols. Here are the key points broken down from the actual control family. 3.14.1 is about identifying and correcting system flaws. This means we need to be able to detect and report software and firmware flaws promptly. What does this mean for us? Apply the patches, updates, and fixes in a timely manner to reduce vulnerabilities. And use vulnerability databases like CVE or CWE to stay informed. The second control in that family is about protecting against malicious code. That means deploy antivirus and anti-malware tools at critical system points. In effect, email servers, device endpoints. This helps us prevent, detect, and respond to threats like viruses, worms, and spyware. The third control in the family is about monitoring security alerts and advisories. Stay updated with alerts from trusted sources like CISA or software vendors. And take swift action when new threats or vulnerabilities are announced. The fourth control in that SI family is to update malicious code protection. Regularly update antivirus definitions and threat detection tools. Ensure protection mechanisms are current to defend against evolving threats. The fifth control in the SI family is about performing system scans. Conduct periodic scans of systems for malicious code. Use real-time scanning for files from external sources like downloads, email attachments, etc. And the sixth control is to monitor communications for attacks. This means to monitor all inbound and outbound traffic to detect suspicious activity and use intrusion detection or intrusion prevention systems, IDS or IPS, to identify potential attacks. These controls are all about proactive defense, spotting issues early, responding quickly, and maintaining the integrity of your systems and data. Remember to respect update and scan schedules and know what's authorized use and what isn't. SI requirements are everyone's responsibility, like Sam and Malone. Knowing what to do and following the rules keeps all of us safe and our CUI safe. It's not just an IT job. So for the System and Information Integrity domain, what should the user training look like? Well, we need to know how to identify and report flaws and incidents. Users should regularly monitor systems for anomalies and promptly report suspected vulnerabilities or security incidents to the appropriate personnel. Understanding and respecting security alerts. Security alerts should be taken seriously and acted upon immediately to protect systems and sensitive data from potential threats. When it comes to dangers of malicious code and unsafe files, we need to understand that opening or downloading untrusted files can introduce malware or harmful code that compromises system integrity and data security. Procedures for CUI handling and unauthorized behavior. Know where to find those procedures. Only authorized individuals should access and manage controlled unclassified information, or CUI, and employees must follow defined security protocols to prevent leaks or misuse. Responding to suspected unauthorized use. When unauthorized access is suspected, it must be reported and investigated quickly to contain risk and preserve system integrity. And of course, keeping up with updates. Applying timely software updates and security patches helps close known vulnerabilities and ensures systems remain protected against the evolving threats. Training makes the difference between small problems and big breaches. Ask questions, stay alert and informed. We've talked about CUI user-specific training topics. What do managers need to be trained on and to understand? Well, let's start with policy enforcement. We need to define the timelines, scans, the update schedules. Managers must ensure security policies are executed on schedule, including routine vulnerability scans, timely patching, and systematic updates to maintain system integrity. Defining and reviewing authorized use. It's essential to formally define what constitutes appropriate system usage and conduct periodic reviews to ensure compliance and to limit exposure to misuse. Monitoring alert systems and responding to incidents. Managers should oversee automated alerts and logging tools, ensuring timely investigation and resolution of any identified threats or anomalies. And communication with staff about SI protocols. Communication is key here. Proactively educating and reminding staff about security protocols fosters compliance and creates a culture of shared responsibility. And then continuous improvement based on incidents or trends. Managers should evaluate incidents and emerging risks to adjust controls, enhance procedures, and strengthen resilience against future threats. Managers bridge the gap between policy and people. Like Malone, know and communicate expectations and support staff in SI practices. We'll pause here for any questions. And of course, you can email me at the 2 email addresses below. Thank you.